In today's video, I'm doing a colorful spring polygel nail set using items from Temu. So right here, I'm just finding my sizes. I am using the 3XL nail tips that I got from Temu. And these nail tips are really good. And what I like about them is the fact that they sent me 2 packs of number 5 and number 4 nail tips, which is really good since I do wear the same size nail tips for my index nail and my ring nail. So I really like that since I usually run out of that size nail tip and I have to purchase a whole set of other nail tips just to get those sizes. So that's a plus. I am using the Lofuanna Polygel Kit that I reviewed a while back. So these are the colors right here, and these are the 2 polygels that I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to be doing a mini unboxing so that you all can see all of the other items included in this kit. I don't want to go into details with every product, so I'm just showing you guys everything on the screen. But if y'all are interested in seeing an in-depth review, I would leave a link in the card so that y'all can check out that video. So I did apply sunscreen to my hand to protect my skin since it is going to be in the lamp often during this video. Now I'm just applying the nail tips using my Meow nail lamp from Mother Ones. So I just placed some gel base coat in the well of the tip and place it on my nail and flash cure for 15 seconds. Then when I am finished, I would cure all of the nails for 30 seconds. Then I'm just cutting down the nail tips a bit since I didn't want them too long. Next, I apply gel base coat to all of the nails and cure that for 30 seconds. Usually I would buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine and then apply the gel base coat. But since I'm not keeping these nails on for that long, I decided to skip that step. So I wanted to do another review using another polygel from Lofuanna. So this was the first time I was using this polygel from Lofuanna, and at first I really didn't like it much because I didn't think it was going with my complexion. However, I decided to stick to it and complete the nail set since I wanted to review each of the polygels that was included in this kit, and I really like it. It is a good consistency and I liked the nail set in the end, but I really wouldn't choose this color again. It's not for my complexion really, but I liked the nail set. So I start by applying a small bead of the nude polygel and then I distribute it around the cuticle area, making sure that that area is really thin and it looks like the polygel is growing out of my skin. And I'm doing a French nail, so I'm just forming the nude polygel into a smile line. And then when I am ready, I would cure that for 30 seconds. And this bead is a very manageable bead. You always want to have a manageable bead for your first bead of polygel so that you can ensure that you form the polygel into the smile line as best as possible and there isn't too much going on like flooding of the cuticles and stuff like that. So when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going in with a second bead to build the smile line area and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. So for this nail set, I was actually using gel base coat and rubbing alcohol as my slip solution. So you would see me using gel base coat sometimes when the polygel is a bit too sticky. Usually when I use gel base coat on sticky polygels, it ensures that the polygel becomes less sticky or not sticky at all after that. So that's why I like to use gel base coat and also rubbing alcohol on the nail as slip solution. So as you can see right there, I used some gel base coat because the polygel was becoming a little sticky, so that usually helps the situation. So moving on to the middle nail, I am doing the same thing. I'm actually doing the same thing for all of the nails. I do not show myself applying the nude polygel to all of the nails, but I do show myself applying it to some of the nails. So I'll just let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So now I'm just using some rubbing alcohol to remove the stickiness from all of the nails, and then I would file to get a crisp smile line. So I'm going to be using these dried flowers that I got from Temu. So I'm just going to be picking out the colors that I want to use on my nails, and I'm placing them on my nail palette. So before applying the dried flowers, I'm going to be applying some more gel base coat to all of the nails and curing that for 30 seconds. And the reason I'm doing that is because while filing the nails, the gel base coat was removed. So I just want to apply some more gel base coat to ensure that the nail tip would be clear, so that my nail set will in turn be as clear as possible. I want to ensure that this nail set turns out really clear, so I just want to take the necessary precaution to ensure that happens. So by applying the gel base coat, I see that the nail is really clear. Then when I apply my polygel, which would be clear, hopefully, fingers crossed, and yeah, that just ensures that the nail set is really clear. Now I'm using the Lofuanna clear polygel, so I just placed a tiny bead of the clear polygel on the index nail, and then I placed some gel base coat, and I'm just going to be distributing that at the tip area of the index nail, making sure to cover the whole tip area. And this can be really thin. I do not want a thick layer of clear polygel at the tip area right now. I want it to be thin so that it can adhere the dried flowers easily and not create so much of a bulk to the nail just yet. So after distributing the polygel, I am going to be applying the dried flowers to the nail and making sure that it lays flat into the polygel. But before curing that, I am going to be applying some silver butterfly glitters to the nail, and then when I'm satisfied with how that looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the middle nail, I am going to be doing the same thing. So I apply a small bead of the clear polygel, then I distributed it at the tip area of the middle nail. Then I'm going to apply some of the dried flowers and some glitters and cure for 30 seconds. And I really like applying the dried flowers with clear polygel, because the clear polygel makes sure that the dried flowers lays really flat on the nail. The clear polygel is strong enough so that the dried flowers will just be so flat on the nail. When I use gel base coat or gel top coat to adhere dried flowers, most times, actually all of the times, the dried flowers doesn't lay flat on the nail. It's mostly sticking up on the nail. So I would suggest using clear polygel to adhere your dried flowers. So I'm basically doing the same thing for all of the nails. I'm just picking out different color dried flowers, and I think this nail set looked really good. It's perfect for the spring and it was pretty easy to do. And if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to hit the like button down below. It really helps the channel when you do that, and also comment what you think about the nail set. So I was running out of different colors to add onto the nail since there wasn't a large variety of colors from the Temu dried flowers. So I decided to use some dried flowers that I already had since I had a lot more colors. So I just applied some of them to the nails as well. So this is how the nails look when I am finished, and I think it looks really good. So now I'm just going to be applying gel base coat to all of the nails and curing that for 30 seconds. The reason I am doing this is to ensure that the glitters and the dried flowers are completely sealed in, so that when I am applying the clear polygel to encapsulate the nails, I don't rip the dried flowers or the glitters do not move. So that's why it is very important to apply gel base coat afterwards to ensure that you seal in your glitters and dried flowers. So I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to be clipping off the excess dried flowers or glitters, making sure that I maintain the shape of the nail. Now I'm going to be applying my Lofuanna Clear Polygel to encapsulate the nails. So this is the best clear polygel thus far that I've seen from Temu, and I really like it. I have tried other clear polygels such as the Lime Girl Clear Polygel, which is not that great. It's very cloudy. So for now, this is the best clear polygel that I've seen from Temu, and I really like it. And I always try to maintain the shape as best as possible while encapsulating the tip of the nail, just to ensure that I have less filing to do when it's time to file. So I cured that for 30 seconds, and then I'm placing a second bead just to build the thickness of the nail, and I would also cure that for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the middle nail, I'm going to be doing the same thing, and I also use some gel base coat as slip solution since sometimes the polygel can be a little sticky. So by using the gel base coat, it ensures that the polygel isn't as sticky and you can work a lot faster. Now I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol to remove the stickiness from all of the nails, and then I filed the nails. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So this is after filing of the nails. Now I'm going to use some matte top coat on the nails and cure for 30 seconds. And the reason I'm using matte top coat is because I'm going to be doing some nail art on these nails, and I've heard that it is easier to do nail art on matte top coat as opposed to glossy top coat. So I decided to do matte top coat just to see, and I don't know if it is easier, but it was doable. I don't see a difference between doing the nail art on glossy top coat or matte top coat. Well, the only difference is that you are able to see the nail art a lot better on the nail, because when it's shiny sometimes you don't see it too well. So that's the only thing. So I guess that's the only reason why it's best to do it on matte top coat as opposed to glossy. So I cured that for 30 seconds. So I'm also going to be using some gel polish from Temu. So these are the colors right here, so pretty, and I'm going to be using 5 of the colors to do this nail set. So the first one I'm going to be using is the yellow gel polish, and they are liner gel polishes. So I am going to be using the brush applicator that is included with this bottle to apply my French outline on the nails. and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. And the French outline on the first nail, even the second nail, was a bit rough. I needed to get more accustomed to doing it, and eventually it turned out fine. I actually used some acetone to remove any of imperfections that I saw from my gel polish application, which was a lot because I didn't think this nail set would turn out as good as it did because of how much mistakes I was making when doing the gel polish application. But it turned out fine, so that's great. So I would cure the nail for 30 seconds, and then I am going to be doing the tip area of the nail with the yellow gel polish as well. I didn't use the gel polishes along the sides of the nails to make a complete French outline because I didn't think it was looking good. I did try it, but it wasn't looking good for me, and I really wasn't seeing it when I applied the gel polishes along the sides of the nail. I was not seeing it from this angle right here. So I don't know if I was doing something wrong, because I have seen other nail sets that people do, and from this angle you could see the whole French outline, but for me you were not able to see it unless you are looking at the nail from the side. So I don't know. So I decided that the French outline and the tip would be the only things I would apply the gel polishes to, and I think it looked really good like that. So I'm just gonna let this part play out, and I'll be back when I have something to say. And this is how the nails are looking, and I think they look really good. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. So now I'm going to be applying gel top coat to all of the nails, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. Then I top coat the underside of the nails and cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm just applying some cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. And this is the finished look. So this is my colorful spring polygel nail set using Lofuanna Polygel and some gel liners from Temu. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I think it turned out really good and it is perfect for the spring. I really enjoy doing this nail set, so let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.